Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and staying safe in your home. I'm your biology teacher. Today we discuss unit number 9, which is transport. First of all, we discuss about transport. Now, what is transport in biology? In biology, transport is movement of molecules into and out of body or cell of an organism is called transport. So basically the into and out of molecules is called transport. The process of transport in case of multicellular organism is done through with the help of a proper organ system. A proper organ system is responsible for transport. While in case of unicellular organism, no proper system are present for transport. So the process of transport is done through diffusion and osmosis. Now what is diffusion and osmosis? We in detail discuss about diffusion and osmosis in unit number 4. Transpiration. Now what is transpiration? Transpiration is basically the loss of water in the form of vapors from the aerial parts of a plants. A process which is done during daytime in which plant remove extra water from the aerial parts is called transpiration. Transpiration process is done through with the help of stomata, cuticle on leaf, epidermis and lenticels. Cuticle is basically a hard structure which is present on upper leaf epidermis, while lenticels are basically opening like structure which is present on woody stem, and the woody stem is basically covered with bark. So basically there is no evaporation of water take place from bark. So as a result, a small pore-like structure is present which is called lenticels. And stomata are basically the opening-like structure through which the loss of water in the form of vapors take place. The diagram showing the location of cuticle, stomata and lenticels on stem and leaves. Stomata. Now what is stomata? Stomata already we discussed are small opening like structure through which transpiration process is carried out. Now how the transpiration process is done with the help of stomata. In leaves, water is present in xylem tissue. Xylem is basically tissues which is responsible for the transport of water and minerals in plants. So water is moves from xylem tissue into the cell wall of mesophyll cells. From here water evaporate into air spaces of leaves, and from air spaces of leaves water moves towards stomata and pass outside into air. Now stomatal control of transpiration. Transpiration is done with the help of stomata, and stomata allow water vapors to transpire into environment. Each stomata is basically lined by two bean-shaped cells which is called guard cells. Basically, guard cells are responsible for the process of transpiration in stomata. And guard cells are only epidermal cell that contain chloroplast. So, the process of photosynthesis take place in guard cells. Stomata open and close when turgor pressure of guard cell changes. Stomata open when guard cell turgid. Whenever the guard cell turgid, so as a result stomata open. And stomata close whenever the guard cell become flaccid. During daytime, guard cell do photosynthesis process because they contain chloroplast and prepare glucose. So solute concentration high and water moves in them, and as a result the guard cell become turgid. At evening time, when there is no photosynthesis process, so as a result the glucose concentration falls in guard cell and they lose their turgidity. As a result, the inner sides touch each other and stomata closes. The diagram showing the open and closed of stomata during day and night time. Desert plants containing very few stomata because they live in the dry environment and they contain very few stomata. So the process of transpiration is very low in desert plant. Their leaves is modified to minimize transpiration. More than 90% water absorbed by the root is ultimately lost due to transpiration. During daytime, movement of potassium ion in guard cells also increase their solute concentration. So during daytime, the glucose concentration as well as the potassium ion concentration in guard cell maximum. Now the factor which affecting the rate of transpiration. Transpiration process is basically affected by a certain factors. First of all, we discuss about light. In case of strong light, the rate of transpiration become high because light is direct affect the process of transpiration, while in case of low light or darkness, transpiration stop. The second factor is temperature. Rise in temperature, as a result the process of transpiration is high, while in case of low temperature the rate of transpiration is low. Third factor is humidity. Humidity is basically the presence of water vapors in air is called humidity. In case of low humidity, the rate of transpiration high, while in case of higher humidity, the rate of transpiration becomes low. Next one factor is soil moisture. If a soil contains more water, if more water is present in soil, so as a result maximum absorption or you can say higher absorption is done through with the help of roots. As a result the rate of transpiration will increases. Next factor is which affect the process of transpiration is wind. Wind is basically air in motion which is called wind. If air is not moving, rate of transpiration reduce. If air is moving, transpiration increases. Next one is number and distribution of stomata. Number and distribution of stomata also affect the process of transpiration. The greater the number of stomata, greater rate of transpiration. Transpiration maximum occur at lower epidermis because upper epidermis containing low amount of stomata. They containing very few amount of stomata, so the process of transpiration is maximum at lower epidermis because at lower epidermis greater number of stomata are present. Now the next is significance of transpiration. What are the importance of transpiration? What are the significance of transpiration process? Transpiration process is basically a vital process of life. With the help of transpiration, it prevents plants from overheating and cool plants. With the help of transpiration process, it helps plant to get rid of excess water and salts, creating pulling force on water in xylem tissues of stem and roots. Moist mesophyll cells and help in gaseous exchange. Mesophyll cells are basically the ground tissues that composed of parenchyma cells. In leaf, the ground tissues contain chloroplast and are called mesophyll. So, with the help of transpiration process, mesophyll cells absorb water and as a result water help in gases exchange. Harmful when deficiency of water. In case of deficiency of water, so as a result the removal of water is harmful and plant lose their strength due to the deficiency of water. This is all about our today lecture. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.